Hi and welcome to the Not So Modern Housewife. Today we're going to be releasing ladybugs into our garden, and we do this as part of our strategy for organic gardening so that we can help control some of the pests in our garden. Ladybugs will eat the soft-bodied pests that we deal with. They are especially fond of eating aphids, but they will also eat some different types of mites, scale, and caterpillars. So, I have released ladybugs in the past. This is the first time that I'm going to be doing a full-scale attack. I actually ordered 9,000 ladybugs to cover my garden. I probably could have gotten away with 4,500, but the 9,000, stop please, the 9,000 wasn't a whole lot more expensive, and it helps to account for any bugs that may fly away or die in transit. For the most part, our ladybugs seem to be pretty healthy, so we're going to give them a try. When you order your ladybugs, they come shipped second day air, and that way they're not spending too much time in transit because they do need to feed. As the warmer they are, the more they're going to want to feed, and they're not getting anything to drink or eat while they're being shipped. So you may get some that die just from dehydration and starvation. You're also going to release them in a couple of releases. We've actually done 3 releases, or this will be our 3rd release. And in between releases, they're kept in the fridge. When we bring them out, we kind of mist the bag, and then also you're going to see we're going to mist the plants before we release them. You want to bring them up to room temperature if they've been in the refrigerator. So that way they're very active when they're coming out of the bag and they're looking for something to eat, they're looking for something to drink. So again, we're going to mist the plants. And they're also looking for some place to settle down for the night. We are releasing at night. That way they are going to kind of settle in the garden and find somewhere to get comfortable, and then hopefully first thing in the morning they'll start feeding, and it will encourage them to stick around. If you try to do a release during the daytime, they're going to be more likely to fly away, and they're not going to be as big of a benefit to you in your garden. So, to get started, we're going to go ahead and water the garden. Okay, now I don't normally like to water my garden at night because I don't like water sitting on the plants overnight. That tends to invite fungal issues to the garden. However, to help the ladybugs, we want to give them a drink. So I'm just going to very lightly shower and mist over the garden just to encourage the ladybugs to stick around, but not to actually soak the plants themselves. So we have our box of ladybugs here, and we're just going to open it up, and we have a bag here. Now you want to be very careful because the bag is full of ladybugs and it's very easy to crush them. All right, so I'm just going to bring this out. And now you can see the ladybugs are immediately going to start crawling out of the bag. See if I can fold it down here so you can see them a little bit better. All right. And they're going to be looking for something to drink. And you can help them out. They're going to end up on me too. But you can help them out by putting them near the plants. That way they have something they can climb onto. And then of course they're going to be looking for those little drops of water that are on the plants so they can get a drink. Now I'm not going to release all of my ladybugs in this one location. What I want to do is I actually want to take the bag throughout the garden and release, probably 50 to 100 in each section of my garden. So that way it's easy for the individual bugs to find food because obviously not all of the pests are just going to be in this one bed. And the better chances they have of finding food, the easier it is for them to find food, the better my chances that they're going to stick around, they're going to breed in my garden, and then I'm going to have more ladybugs throughout my growing season. One reason that I like using beneficial insects is because it is more of an automatic control. I don't need to come out here and keep reapplying every day. It's not a spray that I'm going to have to keep buying and keep investing in. It's something that I can do at the beginning of the season, and it will offer me some layer of protection the entire season. Obviously, with any type of organic gardening, you need to incorporate layers into your strategy. So you may use beneficial insects. You may still need to use some type of, no. You may still need to apply some type of insect control depending on your pest. The ladybugs aren't going to control every type of insect that I deal with in my garden. And so I'm going to have to look at other avenues to also control those other pests that the ladybugs don't take care of. All right, so to release the ladybugs in my containers, first, I want to go ahead and make sure that I mist the entire plant, because what we want is we want the ladybugs to go up onto the foliage. So it's not enough just to water the base of the plant and around the dirt. We want to water the whole thing. And again, we're just doing a mist because we don't want a lot of water sitting on our plants overnight. And I'm just setting the bag in the container. I'm kind of going container to container and releasing so many at a time so that way they get spread throughout the garden. And if they don't find any food on this plant, then they'll travel around to other plants and eventually they'll end up dispersed all over. So I hope that you will give ladybugs a chance in your garden. They are a wonderful method of organic control for aphids and spider mites. And they're a very cost-effective solution that's going to help to automate a lot of your pest control. So if you enjoyed this video and would like more advice on gardening and self-sufficiency, please be sure to like, comment, and subscribe below. And I'll talk to you later. Bye.